man who's been trained to ignore pain, ignore weather, to live off the land, to eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. Man who's been trained to ignore pain, ignore weather, to live off the land.
All right, we're here. The music drove people away, but you can come back later. Yay! It's the Ray Hyclak Show, coming to you live from the trolliest of troll studios. Let me take my glasses off. We're here. Jam-packed show today for you. I am not watching SummerSlam right now because I'm a poor. Yeah, that's right. I'm a poor. So I am not, but I'm keeping up with the highlights. Kevin Owens back in WWE. Let's turn that down just a smidge, shall we? We also got the PFL getting bought in, merging, whatever you want to call it, with Jake Paul's MVP Promotions, and I got some opinions on that. Plus, the little man wants to fight in MMA. Do I think he has the chance, Jake Paul? You might be surprised. We'll talk about it in a sec. Plus, at BetMGM fucked up. Now they're losing $3.2 million. Got that story for you. And also, big pussy died, Vincent Pastore, from the Sopranos and from a bunch of other stuff. We're going to go over the IMDb of this animal over the past 80 years of his life. So please feel free, drop a like, drop a subscribe as well. Donation links down below. I don't do dono goals. If you like what I'm doing and you want to subscribe to the show, that's the best way I can say thank you, or the best way you can support this show. But dono links are down below. Buy me coffee and also direct Venmo. If you want to come do that, chat is next to me. You can see yourself in the chat. And we are here. We're live. We're partying. It is a Sunday. I'm feeling like kind of dog dick, but I also think it was allergies and I was drinking a lot. Oh, last week I drank about 5 days. It wrecked me, kids. Thursday wrecked me, and then Friday, I felt like I had just been inflated like a balloon. It was bad, guys. It was really fucking bad for a minute there. And I got to make sure my mic's even plugged in here. Yeah, there we are. Default microphone. Yep, making sure. So, yeah, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, give it a like. If you're on Rumble, give it a like, and also follow me there. So YouTube, subscribe, and also go to Abraham Drinking. Those sexy bitches, they'll be doing their show tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coffee with Tree was today, and so were the Wards. Jimmy Ward and Jimmy Ward III, they were doing their thing earlier. You should go watch that as well. Why? Because it's the show. It's the great shows of the Abraham Drinking Podcast Network on Facebook. I'm going to turn that off. Just let the music kind of play itself down as we are here. All right. Cavalcade of Stories is not what we're doing right now, by the way, at all. I don't know where that came in. Out of nowhere. We need to just change it to the opening. There we are. Do what it says. Make LeBron James flop by pressing the like button. Do that, kids. It's how we play the game here at the Ray Hyclak Show. Thank you guys for being here. Not a lot going on in life. Just been dealing with stomach issues, like I said. Hopefully it's nothing terrible. But real bad gas attack Friday, which was nice. Saturday it was a little bit better. Not quite, but it was there. And yeah, I'm just hanging out now. I'm going to take that little thing off to hide that ticker, show you that buy me coffee. It's right down here, guys. Right down here. Ooh, 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 that thing right there. I don't like that. That needs to be blocked away forever and always. Into the abyss it goes. Oh, dude, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a kind of a struggle sesh health wise. I'm going to therapy starting tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. I don't know how that's going to go, but it's going to be a process. I know that. I've done it before. If you need it ever, if you need therapy ever, don't hesitate to find a local place that, even if they hook you up with like Medicaid short term, you can get in there, get the help you need. Because fuck, I've done it. This is, I think, my 6th time doing therapy. I've done all kinds of the stupid therapies and like the cheap ways too. Right now I'm going through a thing with the state organization through the state of Ohio and my county. So those resources are there for you. If you don't think those resources are there, give yourself an opportunity. Check out those community mental health services. They do exist and they are operating out there in your pay. I mean, you pay taxes. Why not use it yourself sometimes? Don't use it always. Don't use it as a long-term thing, man. You know, I know it's how it goes. And sometimes you just need help. And it definitely does help to reach out and get somebody in your life that you can kind of, trust. I got to fix this. This is bothering me a little bit. There we are. Let me see. Yeah, looks more on point now. Good. But yeah, dude, don't ever hesitate. Always look for help. Even if you can't find it, it will find you eventually, and you'll be able to be pulled ashore. And if not, people are shit. That's all I got to say about that. People are shit, and sometimes they push people to places. It happens. On a lighter note, coming up in September, I got a few shows coming up. Big one is I think it's like 9/17. LJ Payne will be doing a live podcast, or not live podcast, live comedy taping, and I will be the host of that. I'll also be doing Totes Place in September as well. A few other shows coming up. Stick around for announcements. And again, like, share, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do. Mainly just like the show. That's all I'm asking. It's all fucking asking. And we got technical issues already on the show. There we go. We're better. We're better. We're better, kids. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rocky week. Some stuff's happening around the world, but I'm not into that. I'm not into talking about those stories. What I am interested in talking about is the Cavalcade of Stories.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Tonight we bring you 3 rings of spectacular entertainment.
Yeah, it's the Cavalcade of Stories, kids, and it's the show it's the part of the show where I tell you what my news feed is and you have to deal with it. That's exactly what this is. Cavalcade of Stories live on your device, whatever device you're watching. Big stories today. One, Jake Paul and MVP Promotions are officially merging with the Professional Fighters League, another Brinks truck failure. We'll talk about that. UFC Belgrade. I saw some of the main card, wanted to talk about that. And then like I said, we got a bunch of other stories, including the story of the woman in Michigan who got $3.2 million a couple weeks ago because BetMGM wouldn't let her pay out on a big win she got, which is bullshit. We've heard stories about this, but like she put a $50 bet down and won a fuck ton of money, and now she's probably winning a fuck ton more. I don't read the stories, by the way, before I do this part of the show because I want to read them with you. That's the way I am always never wrong because the story is in front of you. The facts are there on the screen. So if you want to enjoy that, again, chat open right here. If you want to join me live, I am always willing to get card removed because you haven't done it recently. Oh, okay. I have no idea what that's about, but bring up the first thing I want to talk about, which is let's just get out of the way. UFC Belgrade. A lot more finishes since they've implemented this 100 or these fight incentives, which is good. I hope this does bring a renaissance in the UFC of just exciting, fast fights. We're not getting chess matches anymore where it takes an hour and a half to get to round 5. Like, that's the one thing, man, that I never really want to happen in MMA like that is it's just, I don't want it to become boring again. And it was boring for a little while. Like when Habib and the neckbeards, as Moss would say, were like actually running shit on a reg, it was boring. Like MMA was not exciting at all. It was not exciting. It was whatever the opposite of exciting is, like divide that by like 100. That was the era we were living in. Where like even guys like Josh Barnett were talking about how it became a game for wrestlers to be able to win matches fairly easily. I mean, it became a game. It didn't become a sport. It was, a game, a points game. There was no finishes really trying to be done. And like the Dagestani era has been that way for a few guys, There's been some heavy hitters, but like most of them, you got Umar Nurmagomedov coming in. He got his win last night for the yesterday Friday for the PFL. Friday, that's right. Dana also said he's looking to sign Umar, which will be a big coup for from PFL and kind of ruin any opportunity that Jake Paul might have of building a division off of Umar, which is good business. It's good fucking business. If you're going to be able to pay, because I don't think Jake's going to be able to pull that Brinks truck up. I really don't think that you're going to have a guy in Umar Nurmagomedov who is related to the, second greatest light heavyweight of all or lightweight of all time, is gonna, not want his family to be in the UFC making for them a lot more money and a lot more fame in Uzbekistan and in that whole Caucasus Mountain region right there. And yeah, dude, it's definitely going to be one of those signings for the UFC and Umar that's, I mean, a game changer in a division, I didn't watch the PFL fights this weekend because I don't have ESPN. So yeah, if you want to help me get ESPN, donos down below, bitches. Donos down below. And at the end of the show, I'll read any donations that came in. But let's talk about. Let's bring this up here. Do. All right, screen share. There we are. Hey, it's magic. Look, it's right by my head. Fuck. All right, Uros Medic knocked out Daniel Garcia in 30 seconds. And it was a brutal KO. Like, it was a really good, statement KO by Uros. So I was very happy to see him get the win. Daniel Rodriguez, I think it's time to hit the old dusty trail, as they say, and get the fuck out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Out of my promotion. Out. See, the crowd agrees with me. The crowd, the studio crowd here, WTRL, they understand, man. They understand what I'm talking about. Also, another guy that needs to get out at this point is Jan Blachowicz. He's lost 4. Count him 4 in a row now. Got TKO'd by Navajo Sterling. And, it's just, I mean, guys like, if I can speak for 5 seconds, guys like Jan, former light heavyweight champion, beat Izzy because he was the bigger, stronger guy, had a great career. I got the privilege of seeing him at UFC 208 or UFC 209? No, UFC 210. I saw him at UFC 210 in Buffalo, which is a fucking decade ago, man. Like, that's 10 years ago. He's an older dude now. Navajo Sterling is definitely on the come up, and he goes to 11-0 now, and beats Jan Blachowicz by TKO. Marcin Tybura, another one. Like, man. Talk about a heavyweight that didn't live up to his potential. Talk about a heavyweight that didn't live up to his potential in Marcin Tybura. And Ray Hyclak looked great at heavyweight. I think it's going to be a permanent for him, and I kind of want it to be. But Marcin Tybura had so much potential and just has gone downhill. Really, has he ever challenged for a title? Has he ever challenged? I want to look this up right now. Has he ever actually challenged for a world title? I can't. Has Marcin Tybura fought for the UFC HW title? No, he never did. He was touted. My friends. Touted. Never became a contender. I think he was before the loss, he was like the 13th ranked heavyweight in the world. So Rakic is just gonna take that. He's just gonna take that position now and move up the heavyweight ranks. And right now, the heavyweight ranks, it's in a weird flux. You got guys like Hokit, you got guys. Aspinall, if he'll ever get his fucking eye taken care of. Lewis is gone, so that boogeyman is pretty much dead. It's basically a buyer's market in the UFC's heavyweight division, and a dude like Alexander Rakic can go in and fuck shit up pretty easily. I know that Cyril Gane is the champion and everything, but I see heavyweight being kind of unstable for the next couple of years. I called it after John Jones. I called it after Jones left light heavyweight, that the light heavyweight division would go through a metamorphosis and a very lot of title changes. I think they had five champions in the light heavyweight division since John Jones and prior to Alex Pereira. So you're looking at a division right now that can be taken with the right guy. Gable Stevenson, he had a very good performance recently. And I honestly think he will be the next boogeyman in the heavyweight division in the next probably 2 years. Gable Stevenson, he's going to go farther than Bo Nickel did as a wrestler. He's going to go farther than in DC. I think you're going to look at a guy like Gable Stevenson who actually can bang and wrestle if he needs it, like get legit takedowns. He's fast. He's agile. He has the ability to get into the pocket with a fighter and take damage while throwing. We saw him knock that one guy out and still get a double leg. And he's young. I think he's in his like mid 20s. I'm pretty sure, but like he's going to be a problem in heavyweight. So Alexander Rakic can do what he got. Dusko Todorovic loses to Robert Valentin via submission, guillotine choke. And then these were the fights I did not see. So it was Gilbert Upina took on Vlasto Capo. By elbows, he beat him. And then rear naked choke, Noah Gugnan. Noah Gugnan. Everybody Noah Gugnan. Noah Gugnan barely. Hurts me to do that joke. Really did. Hurts my soul. All right, so let's bring up this story first in Cavalcade. I feel like we should have some music right now. I don't know why. Yeah, I like this. This should be the news music. So we'll play this video from the Pat McAfee show. Let's see how much this is in frame. Okay, that's in frame. So this was, I guess, Jake Paul announcing the merger of MVP and PFL. So let's watch this. Let's go down just a little.
What's next for you? Obviously, the fighting situation. It's probably going to be Floyd. You confirmed that on here, right?
Why?
Your next fight's probably Floyd, but who else could it be? But
that's probably who it has to be.
It has to be Floyd.
It has to be.
Is that AJ Hawk? Wait, is that AJ Hawk? Bro, he looks bad out of his house studio. AJ Hawk looks trash out of his like well-lit pretty boy studio. I'm gonna pull this a little bit. It looks like I gotta. Yeah, we'll go about like right there. That's AJ Hawk, like former Ohio State player and Green Bay Packer. He's looking rough. All right, let's continue.
But who else could it be? But
that's probably who it has to be.
It has to be Floyd.
It has to be.
We will assume it's Floyd. You don't have to say that, but we will assume that.
It's not.
We're talking to a lot of people. I can't.
What other kind of people would you be talking to? What sphere?
So they're just trying to get this, and he's like playing dumb about he doesn't realize that like people already scouted his game a while ago.
Boxers,
like
MMA
guys,
a lot of boxers, MMA guys.
So all fighters are open.
Dwayne Johnson. Bones Jones?
Yeah, what about Dwayne Johnson?
I love the silliness, but get to the fucking point here.
I would fight The Rock.
I'll pay to watch.
You beat them. That's a fight. I'm going to say something. That's a fight I think Jake Paul wins hands down is against Dwayne. I don't think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has good hands. Like his dad was a boxer, I get that, but like he's old. It'd be like fighting Tyson, I think. So that'd be the one fight I think Jake Paul could win.
Put it on the ticker.
That'd be a good fight.
Okay. I would pay for that fight.
There's a lot of names. There's a
Who
lot
else?
of names
John
out
Cena?
there.
Would you fight John Cena?
I would fight John. It'd be hard to hit him because I can't see him.
Ooh,
yeah.
That was
Okay, you get it.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
I love this is your life.
He would definitely beat me.
John?
I would love that your life is straight face right there.
Just so much.
I'd fight Dwayne Johnson. That's what I would.
See.
How's your?
Which
We'll see. Talking to the Crawford.
Let's stick around.
But he's metal heavyweights anymore.
Really?
And
Okay.
I
good.
just probably won't fight.
For real? Are you worried
Well,
about that?
it heals back stronger.
Really? Okay.
And I
good.
just probably won't
Will it?
fight,
Like Major League.
Olympic gold medal heavyweights anymore.
That's
smart.
That's smart, right?
Yeah.
That's smart. I learned my lesson.
It's not even the video. Dismiss. I don't even need that. All right. So let's just get this in. Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotions have taken another landmark step into MMA as the company announced it is merging with the PFL, the Professional Fighting League, which I thought they were supposed to be competition. I thought the guy was going through a divorce too. So, like, I love these companies that come out and are just like, we're going to be the alternative to the UFC. We're going to be better than the UFC. And then like 2 shows in, they're like, we're doing so much better. We have the better fighters. People are watching us more. Oh my God, we're bankrupt. What? Come on. Scott Coker is the greatest example of this. Scott Coker is not only the biggest failure as a promoter in professional MMA, but he's done it more than once. He's done it more than once, and Jake Paul's about to find out that it's hard to run a mixed martial arts promotion. It really is. You can't just throw money at people and expect shit. There's a lot of production costs. There's a lot of planning. You have to do things in promotion in general that takes a lot of time and effort. And there's a lot of promotions out there. GFL, the Global Fighting League. You want to talk about a fucking organization that deserves to be just shut down as a Ponzi scheme. They're trying to get, I kid you not, people to invest in the GFL now, the Global Fight League. That horrible league that they actually asked people to fight for free, and the lawyers of some of those fighters came out and said that. Yeah, that's basically what this is, but with Disney money. The move will shift PFL and its operations under the MVP umbrella, forming one combat sports company, including boxing and MMA. MVP broke into the MMA scene in May with its first featured event, return of Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano on Netflix, which, again, the numbers you got to take with whatever. And it's this headline, Brett Okamoto. I want to real quick and highlight what Brett Okamoto just said. This is the most cute thing I've ever heard this guy say, and one of the most wrong things I've ever heard an MMA pundit say. We have the evidence. Okay? We have the evidence now that the UFC is not only the top organization, has the top fighters, but also draws the most money. Why? Because they have interesting fights that bring in casual fans. Yeah, you have Conor. I'm not going to defend that piece of shit on that. Not. Wasted my time, wasted a lot of my energy on a fucking live stream with that douchebag, and I ended up getting fucked over with a shitty finish in the first round. And then he's working his fucking leg out the next day. Fuck you, Conor. You fucking loser. Anyway, Brett Okamoto, it does not create a new challenger. It only creates a new promotion to attempt to challenge the UFC. It'll be, again, for the love of God, the 80 billionth organization to really try and go after the UFC. But guess what? You're also dealing with TKO's money now. You're dealing with WWE money that they can siphon, lay off 5 wrestlers at the WWE and pay for 7 more fighters that can get better results in the UFC. This won't end well for Jake Paul and MVP. Like, this will be, they will fold the PFL. The PFL will fold into MVP after this merger is fully complete, and we'll never hear the PFL again because nobody watched. Did you watch the PFL? Did you? I didn't watch the PFL that much. They had some okay fights. Again, Umar Nurmagomedov was one of the big reasons that anybody cared about this because of his lineage. He's going to go to the UFC because Dana's just going to take him. But to say that, Brett, is stupid. You can't tell me that that's going to actually happen because it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. This is Jake Paul right here. We started MVP to disrupt a broken model. Paul said in a news release, we wanted to give fighters fair pay and a bigger modernized stage to become a global superstar. Joining forces with PFL accelerates that vision by a decade. Does it? I look forward to putting my entire promotional muscle into our new company, returning to the boxing ring and making my MMA debut. This is the big one. Because we've been waiting for this for a long time and we still haven't gotten it. Still haven't even had an MMA match. He's had boxing matches with low-level guys. I mean, really, the only dude I can consider him that he really fought was Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury wiped the floor with him. And don't give me, oh, be Mike Tyson. Fuck you. Eat my ass. No, he didn't. He boxed around Mike Tyson. I mean, it wasn't even... Like, it became pretty clear that this was not going to be a fight that Jake Paul wasn't going to win. You know? It's just, I don't buy that. I'm not one of those people who is happy when I'm fucked over like that. But like, dude, fuck you. I'm not playing that game. And Jake Paul... it's just not gonna compete with the UFC. We've heard so many times, this is gonna be competition to the UFC. And is it ever real competition? Does it come off like real competition in the UFC? I would say no. I would say every time that you look at, the UFC compared to the PFL, Strikeforce was probably one of the only closest ones. Bellator had a shot, but then they blew up. They exploded from within. And for Jake to have the delusion, rightfully so, because a lot of things have gone right for him. But I think this is going to be one of those first-time blunders in his entertainment career because of the fact that there are so many examples of MMA promotions coming out, doing pay-per-view, thinking that they're going to be the next UFC, and they end up in the scrap heap of history. PFL will be one of those. We will look back at PFL as a blip in the MMA timeline. It's barely going to be talked about. It's going to be talked about in the idea that it was a launching pad for so many fighters to the UFC that once PFL got destroyed or implodes, then they'll just make the rise and fall of, the Professional Fighters League. Make it a documentary. Because it was short. The guy who owned it went through a divorce, I think. Fucking wild. And let me see where the other thing is. This is TMZ. Eyeing Nate Diaz. This was yesterday eyeing Nate Diaz in a mixed martial arts fight in MVP PFL merger. He says he's got a few guys. He said in that video with Pat McAfee, he's got a few guys that he can, I guess, call upon if needed. But yeah, he's a wrestler. Do I think he's going to do well against Nate Diaz? No. I think that Nate's got still a tank on him if he doesn't come in looking like Nick in his last UFC fight. Nate could outlast Jake for 5 rounds and submit him like he did Connor in the 5th. As long as he keeps, his distance, doesn't really fuck around and, is able to sprawl against Jake. I think Nate, all he has to do is go into fucking cruise control and he's good to go. So we got that, which is insane to me. Insane that he's trying to get into mixed martial arts. And yeah, he was a wrestler. He was a wrestler out here in Cleveland for what was it, Avon Lake High School? One of the real rich high schools. It's I don't know, man. I'm getting tired of Jake Paul and his shit. I know he doesn't pay any attention ever to me, but I find it odd. I do, by the way, I will show a video towards the end of the show here because we're getting into the other topics, but I do want to react to something that my buddy Kingdom Built Brandon sent me or turned me on to. I think that'll be our last video of the episode is dating advice from this YouTube channel called The Dark Needle. It looks like incel advice, and I want to give my thoughts on the videos. And so one of them has 1 million views. And I think if it's interesting enough, I might do a reaction series where I just record myself reacting to these videos because there's a lot of them, and they pretty much sound like the old Mystery. If you remember Mystery, the negging guy or whatever, it's just shit. It's those kind of things. They never work. If they do, the girl who is falling for it isn't really worth your time anyway. I've learned that in 37 years. So, but let's let me do this other story real quick. Oh, not what I wanted. I did not want it like that, actually. Ooh, yeah, there we are. Oh, let's bring this over a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Come here. Why are we doing this to me? Oh my God. It's a Sunday show. I'd be pissed. I would be livid if this happened. And I've won hundreds of dollars before playing or betting. Justin Gaethje and Leon Edwards at the O2 a couple years ago, 2024. Won like $400. And actually, that was one of the beginning things of Bro Plata. And it was, it was not, it was a bad day. I think there's still video. Somebody still has video probably of it. Of me freaking the fuck out. I don't want to see it. Don't send it to me. That was a way different time in my life and a way sadder time in my life, if I'm being honest. But let's read this story. A Michigan woman whose online gambling account showed that she won over $3 million, but was later told that her account had no money remaining, has won the right to seek damages against the gambling company through the Wayne Circuit Court. So Wayne County, which is a suburb of Detroit. And I love Wayne County Life on online. He's a funny guy. He has all the characters, Uncle Terry, all those guys. According to court documents, Jacqueline Davis started playing an online game called Luck O' the Roulette with $50 deposited into her BetMGM account. Her first wager on the game was $4.50. She played off and on for the next several days, incurring winnings that she used to play as subsequent plays while increasing the wager amounts, according to the court documents. In gambler's parlance, plaintiff went on a heater of epic magnitude. I've never seen that in court documents before. The justice wrote in the findings, as her account grew, she pressed her bets. Davis requested a payout of $100,000 on March 21st, 2021, and was sent an email in response to coordinate those details. She received that money by March 23rd, 2021. Her wagers had increased to that is insane. $5,000 a pull. $50. This is some broad in Michigan who I guess BetMGM's trying to fuck her over in their like online casino because she kept doing like roulette spins, and she got up to $5,000, Casey. She won at one point $100,000. And BetMGM was trying to get her not to like be paid out for it. About that time, legal affairs office from how about this? Her wages increased to $5,000 per play, and her account reached a balance of $3.2, almost $3.3 million. About that time, the legal affairs office from BetMGM Casinos operations contacted her to explain that they had identified unusual activity, and an improbable balance associated with Mrs. Davis's account. How is it improbable? She won money. She was betting $5,000 a play. This is old casino shit, man. This is how Vegas used to do people. This is how a lot of casinos in Atlantic City have done people. They have people who win vast amounts of money. Oh, computer glitch. Eat shit, bitch. Give me my money. Give me my money. She won $3.2 million. Let her retire now. Fuck off. The company claimed malfunction began around play 28 and that her account should have read 0 at play 3. Should have. How do you know it should have? No, anybody realize that? Anybody realize what that just said? Let's read this again. About that time, the legal affairs office from BetMGM Casino Operations contacted her to explain that they had identified unusual activity and an improbable balance associated with Mrs. Davis's account. They claimed a malfunction began around play 28. That's probably where she started winning. And then her account should have read 0. Should have read 0. Should have read 0. Why should it have read 0? BetMGM. This is why I don't do betting apps anymore. Like, I don't even do betting apps because they will fuck you if they get a chance. Should have been 0 by play 368. So she won this money in 368 plays. But her account should have been 0. No wonder she won. Like, no wonder she won this in court. Because if you're wondering, she was awarded the money or can sue now for it. Pursuant to relevant Michigan gaming laws and regulations, Luck O' the Roulette has since been removed from the Michigan market, and the Michigan Gaming Control Board was notified of the malfunction. The company's investigation says Davis subsequently filed a dispute with the court and the control board in pursuit of the winnings she expected. So they just removed the game, so nobody could win more. That's basically what they did. Michigan Gaming Control Board eventually noted that BetMGM failed to notify the gaming board for several days, which means it didn't happen, by the way. Malfunction with the game added that the company did not fully cooperate with the investigation into the incident. Of course. Why would they do that?
Surprise, surprise, mother. The king is back.
Insane. Despite noting those violations, the board decided to not take formal disciplinary actions against BetMGM, which means they probably just paid them off. Circuit Court concluded that the gaming board's actions preempted other legal actions. In a split decision, the Court of Appeals sided with the lower court. The Michigan Supreme Court gave a unanimous ruling concluding the proceedings spelled out in Michigan's Lawful Internet Gaming Act did not take away the player's right to seek legal action. So she'll be able to. The case has been remanded back to the circuit court for further proceedings consistent with this opinion. So hopefully she gets the money. I find it bullshit that she didn't. How you win $3.2 million and then they tell you, by play 368. By play 368, you should have had 0. I'm sorry, it should have been red, not black that time. How can you say that? That's shady shit, dude. As President Obama once said in a book, that's just how white folks will do you. It's ew. That's just gross. Just give the woman the money for the love of God. It's what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? And I'm not going to really get that deep into Vincent Pastore. By the way, I've decided that I'm going to actually go straight to what I really wanted to talk about. I'll bring this off so I can get myself some kind of shit. A friend of mine turned me on to a YouTube channel. It is called The Dark Needle. And it is a flirting and teaching guys how to date, how to talk to women. And I'm not saying right now I'm going to complete. I'm trying to find this. Is this all of them? This is all of them. Because it literally does say how to attract women in this. And I got to put this in studio mode here. There we are. All right. So it looks like it's actually centered. Nope. Hold on. I gotta center this before we bring this in. That's why I need a producer, people. This is why I need a goddamn producer. This is why I need a producer, folks. Okay. So you've always kind of heard. Oh God, I need to bring that down immensely right now, dog. That's bigger than my own head. It's bigger than my own body. It's bigger than everything. All right. Perfectly centered now. We're good to go. But I'm going to turn the music off even for this because I want to play this. This is only 11 minutes. I think it's 11 minutes and 20 seconds. And I want to see what it's actually pretty easy to talk to, or it's pretty easy to get girls. I tend to agree with that statement, but I don't know how this chap is gonna get Meat Canyon. I need a Meat Canyon right now. A producer. I wish I had one, Casey. I wish I did. But let's see what this video is about. Kingdom Built Brandon. Shout out to him. He's the one that turned me on to this. I have not watched a single video. And full disclosure before, I feel like I have to give full disclosure before I actually talk about this. Like, I'm able to talk to people. I was socialized young, luckily. It's easy to get a girl. It's difficult to get rid of them. Hey, let's see. Do I have? I'm just gonna give you this, man. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that. Meat Canyon is a YouTube channel. No, but I'll check. Send me the link in Discord. I'll check it out. This one's The Dark Needle. I might get a DCMA if I piss this person off. But I love the title. It's actually pretty easy to get girls. This is for incels. And again, I was socialized. I can talk to women. You know, it's send it to me. Send it to me, Casey. I'll feature it on the show. I'll talk about it. But whenever I hear these kind of videos, because we grew up, if you're over 30, you remember, like, what was it? The Secret, I think was what it was called, with like Mystery, the guy that would like neg chicks. And you're like, what? It was, and it's always like, okay, I know I wear a hat. I get it. I'm not bald though. I don't need hair tits, as Dan Soder would say. But like, I wear the hat because it's just, I like the style. It's fun. It's cheeky. I don't know. You get to a point where you want to put something on your dome when you're going out to a bar or something. And that's what I do with this. And to like really look at these videos, I'm probably gonna either do this every week, a video once a week, or this may be, if this is good enough, if I decide this is gonna be good, I'm not intimidated by women. I'm terrified of them. Good job. Good job. Good job. But let's start. Let's see what this is. So it's actually pretty easy to get girls.
If you search for how to make a girl like you, you'll find some people.
All right, we're already starting off. We're already starting off sad. If you Google how to get women to like you, I can give you one advice. You're doing it wrong already. You're just doing it wrong. You're just doing it wrong. And again, a lot of these guys also punch above their weight so much in like number. Like there's a lot of 5s out there who think they can get 10s. They might be good looking dudes, but they have personalities that, you know, can only get about 7s if on a great day, all the way down to 0s. Like that's where like a 5 can go if he's having a good day. Bad day, everything below. Just how it is. And it's standards, man. A lot of guys have fucked up standards. I have a fucked up standard, but it's a low standard. I admit that. I luckily at this point in my life, I've done DMT. I was able to kind of do a little bit of self-reflection. And yeah, I know where I can go. Like I'm not stupid. I have a mirror. I have a camera. You guys can see me. Like, this ain't the radio anymore. Like, I can't be Handsome Dan from Wayne's World 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who I am. This is what I look like. And I get the girls I can because I do what's called being fucking nice to them. Saying hi. Don't be gross about it, but be nice. Just be a person to that other person you're trying to date, regardless of who you're dating. All you have to do is just not be a miserable prick. And I've been that person in a lot of relationships. It's hard at times, and I get that. And hopefully the people that are like that, they get the help they need and they find the person that makes them happy. No. So this video, it's already starting out bad. It says how if you're Googling how to, let's see this again. And then I'll let
say you need to have a strong body. Others say you need money.
All right, let's let the British boy talk for a couple. We'll let this play for a couple minutes.
If you search for how to make a girl like you, you'll find some people say you need to have a strong body, others say you need money, and some say you need to learn seduction. But when we look at
seduction is not, I wouldn't say seduction. I would just say communication. If you just need to establish communication with the person you want to be with openly and have conversations with them, be able to just talk about anything and everything with them. And then if you can't find something, you do research together as a team and figure it out. Because a relationship is a team. Like, as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that. And like, I am a weak link in a lot of relationships. So like, it's no shock I'm single, but it's these kind of videos just prey on like sad, lonely guys who don't really have that self-awareness to really give of themselves to people, I believe. If you don't give of yourself in a relationship, you're going to get nothing back, and then you're going to think the other person isn't giving you anything at all. I mean, that's usually, I've ran into that in relationships where I've been on that. And then other times where I've broken up with women because they've been, financial burdens at times. And, you get emotional burdens where it's just negativity constantly. And again, that goes both ways. It goes both ways. But videos like this, it's a little rough. So let's continue.
Reality, most people who enter healthy relationships and attract girls don't have any of these things. This is because attracting women is very easy and easier than you think. All you need to do is forget all those superficial tips.
See, whoa, here we go. Forget all of this. This is what top of the list, baby. Top of the list is my favorite because it's exactly what a lot of these incels don't do. And it's hilarious. Like, nuts. Let's go down this list. And I want to back up just a sec, just to hear what he says again.
And easier than you think. All you need to do is forget
these things. Forget these things. Just put them out of your mind. And these are: respect her as an equal. Be her friend and make it fun. Forget this. This is how you get laid. Be chivalrous. Just forget to be chivalrous, guys. Become absolute wild animals. Punch them in the face. Treat them like shit. Treat a woman you want to date like that. See what happens. You'll be back on Tinder within an hour of doing it. Work out. Don't work out. I mean, there are chubby dudes and there are, hot women that love big chubby dudes. But that big chubby dude also probably does a very extenuous job where he's done it for a long time. Or he's a fucking millionaire. You never know. It's two sides of the same scale. Give her all your attention and be well groomed. All right. Well, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, some chicks dig beards. Some chicks don't. It's a thing. There are women who I've had say they're disgusted by the length of my beard, and then there are women who will stare at me like I am a glistening god just because of the beard. They don't see anything else. They don't see the years of alcoholism in these eyes. They don't. This is the brawl holding back the tits. All right. This is it. Right. But like, be chivalrous. You're a fucking idiot if you're not. You just be nice to everybody. Can we do that? Can we just be fucking like actually kind and don't give me the what I mean? No, just be nice to everybody. Be nice. And also hold doors open for women, you fucking moron. You'll be looked at by every person in whatever store you're at or whatever fucking family event. If you just let the door slam, I don't care how you feel about the person. Be the bigger person and hold the fucking door open, dude. But forget all of these things. Chick loves Targe, you'll be okay. Thank you, D-Rest. I love that. And then mustaches poke their face mostly when you kiss. That, well, I mean, whatever. But like, there are women, again, like I said, they love the beard. They love it. I gotta fix this. It's not looking good to me. Right about there. I think that's fine. But yeah, these are the things you're supposed to forget to do. I'm going to go. Now I have a mission in life. I have a mission, and it's to debunk every single one of these points and all the videos this douchebag made. So, again, remember, don't treat a woman like an equal. Don't. At least, like, that's what this asshole is saying. Like, there's no actual middle ground. Men and women can't be equal. That's what he's saying. Be her friend and make it fun. If you don't feel it, don't talk to the broad. You don't have to be friends with everybody. If you click, I've met women that I've had sex with that I still talk to this day because I had a great time with them. They were fun people. Some women I've met in my life where it's like I want to gnaw my fucking leg off. And I bet they were doing the same with me. But telling young men to do this, because a lot of young men will watch these videos. A lot of young guys will watch these videos and be sucked into this fucking Andrew Tate bullshit that I'm watching right now. And I have nothing, I don't have an opinion on Andrew Tate. I never thought he was a fucking rogue scholar, but he fucking what he was. The chivalrous part pisses me off. The workout part, I need to start working out. If I don't have a fucking heart attack by in the next couple of years. But yeah, and then give her all your attention. If you're not with the girl, don't give her all your attention. If you're not with her, because she's probably with some other guy. If she doesn't have a boyfriend. But again, this is just, and then forget these things. It's just stupid. They all want to fix guys, pretend you need fixing. Oh, wait, you don't need to pretend. No, they definitely do. Tate was a digital pimp who fell off. Yeah, Pulse, I agree with you. But this video is fucking stupid, and we're going to continue. I haven't even made 20. This is an 11-minute video. I haven't even made a minute. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Those superficial tips and return to the basic principles of attraction.
Basic principles of attraction, huh? Let's see what we got.
I will walk you through step by step and explain everything you... When I was in university, like any
Okay, so he's an incel from university.
other guy, I tried my best to make girls like me and get their attention. However,
don't try.
All my attempts ended in failure until a friend gave me a book. I finished it in a week, and when I did, it felt like a fog had lifted from my eyes.
Oh no.
Believe me, attracting women is incredibly easy. All you need to do is learn this formula and...
He's just perpetuating the secret. Like, he's just perpetuating something that has been false for years. Like, these methods have been proven to be absolute bullshit. I love it. I love the fact that we're still, like, guys are still trying to make fetch happen. It really is kind of fun.
apply it. Please, listen to me carefully because I'm going to change your life.
No, you're
By the
not.
way, if this video reaches 1K likes, I will put the name of the book in the first comment. Success with women is a state of mind and nothing else, because what is in your mind will reflect in your actions. Which is why, when a great majority of men don't even feel they deserve the company of an attractive woman, they don't get any. The most important
Unless you're married.
statement you must remember is, she feels what you feel.
Yeah.
Women will never judge you based on your looks, words, or even how much money you have. They will always judge you based on what sort of feelings are circulating inside of you.
9
What
times
you
out of
feel
10.
will reflect on your personality. And this is the reason why, when you are nervous, you have a very high chance of being rejected, because the girl senses that you aren't confident enough around her.
Yeah,
But at the
that's
same
why I broke up with
time,
my
if
chick.
you were to make your approach seeming very confident, calm, and relaxed, she will respond to you more positively.
It depends. I mean, that's a big statement right there, because again, you don't know what the woman's past has been. You can't just go in confident, because a lot of guys that'll happen to, and I've seen videos that are kind of fun. I forget the guy's name, but he does like a weeb character, and it's he does a thing where it's like, you know, he'll do like weeb and then a chud, and then like the undercover guy, I always call them, the ones that'll like do the like, oh, you're so nice. Yeah, they're always in Discord servers and Reddit threads where it's just like, oh, I'm not like the other guys here, the white knight. And then once they're denied, it's a stuck-up bitch. Always. Like never the guys, you know, it can't just be she's not into you. It's got to be, oh, I'm sad about it. I'm sad. So let's continue.
Consequentially, you have to demonstrate that you consider yourself as a man who women naturally desire. Our character of the day is the
Okay, that is not as simple as it sounds. It's just not. It's just not as simple as it sounds. I'll tell you why. Attraction is a lot, and I could bring in a doctor on this to talk about that. I might do a thing with him about this, where he comes in and we watch these videos together from a sociopsychology perspective. I might do that, but let's continue.
chap who tries to win a girl over by pandering to her every whim. Don't put a girl on a pedestal as though she's your future spouse.
Obviously that should be a thing, but not a lot of guys listen to that advice. Because there'll be guys that watch this video and be like, they don't do that. Or don't do that. That's bullshit. Go with the vibe. That's the best way to say that. Is just go with the vibe being put off by whatever's going on in the room. I mean, I've had a few bad dates. I've had them where it's just like, hey, if the lady's like, I'm going to go. I'll be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's because I don't go by myself. I take them to things that I know I have people there with me, so at least I have a bit of a support system. All right? So it's rough to like be able to tell people this is the surefire way.
If you catch yourself saying things you shouldn't or going out of your way to make an impression, you're probably trying to mask an inner sense of inadequacy. It's this hidden deficiency that makes you pull out all the stops to impress the girl.
No, you like her. And if she doesn't like you back, don't fucking be pissed.
The best way to wow a girl is actually by not trying to wow her. When you're making a song and dance about getting her attention, she's not going to be impressed. The moment you stop seeking her approval, that's when she'll genuinely be wowed. Why, you wonder? It's because she's seen so many men trying to woo her.
That should be for anybody in life, not just dating, dude. Like, I'm not in a tremendous spot in my life. I admit this. But I don't care what other people think, because at the end of the day, I just need to get right with myself. That's it. I'm not going to be pissy. I'm not going to fucking yell. I'm not going to scream if somebody isn't fucking doing what I want them to do. But it's like, the fact that guys still even get this way it shows nature, at least. It shows a real human nature.
When someone doesn't, it gets her attention. Consider these two instances. Situation 1, guy. Hi, can I get you a drink? Girl. I'm good, thanks. Guy. Speechless. Situation 2, guy.
That should just be a simple okay.
Hey, what's the best drink here? Girl. It's the XYZ. Guy. Great. Fancy buying me one? Spot the difference?
That's deceptive as fuck. Like, making her buy it? Nah, dude. You offer, it's the gentlemanly thing to do for a woman is to buy a drink. Guys out there, if you're a certain age and you're watching these videos, you don't do that. If she doesn't want you to buy her a drink, fine. Okay. Order whatever you're drinking and go fuck off to whatever table you're sitting at. Don't be a dickhead. A lot of guys now we haven't really heard about like sad boy rampages anymore. And I think it's just because there's probably been so many, to be honest, that it's like the news doesn't even cover it anymore. But like guys like this are the dudes that do this.
Second approach gets a stronger reaction because it's not a clear-cut pickup attempt. The guy
it's you being a dick and asking for a drink.
Isn't trying to win her over. Most women are so used to men trying to impress them that when they come across something unexpected, it piques their interest.
Nope. They think you're a douchebag or they have low self-esteem enough to actually buy it.
Quest for validation is deeply rooted in our self-perception and self-esteem. It's a story unfolding.
Yeah, but you also have to figure out what that is.
In your mind, revolving around how you perceive yourself. Men who constantly seek approval often struggle with low self-esteem, surrendering their own.
Yeah, and guess what? That's on you. Remember when I said earlier in the show about therapy? That's what that fixes.
Power in exchange for acceptance or validation from women. This implies an underlying fear of losing the girl even before the dialogue has initiated. As a result,
sad.
They engage in any action that might avert potential rejection. Such a man.
That person has always been that way, though. Like, that person was that way in elementary school. They were the person that ate cigarettes in high school. They were the kids who would do the weird, stupid shit because their parents didn't give them enough attention. That's what that is. Like, that's what that's what that's describing. It's not every guy is like this. And I hope the guys watching my show aren't like this. Because it's like, if so, hit me up, dude. I'll help you. Like, I will help you. I'm offering to help any guy in need with dating advice ever. And I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you with my experiences and all that. Feel free to DM me, man. I'm always here for the male audience in this and even the female audience. Because I won't tell you the things that a lot of guys will tell you. I'll tell you probably the exact opposite. What this guy's probably, except for the workout part, health is always a genderless thing. Make sure you take care of it. I haven't, but I'm telling you to because I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. Pure and simple. But let's continue.
Is often unsure about the appropriateness of his actions, prompting him to seek validation from the woman, merely to confirm he's on the right path. In essence,
that's just human nature.
Here's the mental journey an approval seeker takes upon seeing an attractive woman. A strong interest in her ensues. She's strikingly beautiful. I hope everything unfolds well. This mindset leads him to try too hard. Sacrifice.
No, because like if the hope is there, but the hope is too big, like that you got to kind of bring that hope down a little bit and be like, you got to look at it as a 50-50. You can't just look at the position where you're at as, I'm a single guy, she's a single girl, so we need each other. You can't have that. You got to be more what's the word I'm looking for? Realistic. And I know a lot of people aren't, but like getting in a relationship, it's 99% emotional. Like 1% should be about looks. 99% of it is who you bond with. How many times have we seen a hot broad with a chud, a dude who looks like me, kind of? That dude had a personality she liked. Like, she was tired of all the other douchebags, but that dude wasn't the guy with muscles being like, hey, babe, you want to oil me up? He might make fun of that guy by saying it, but he's not going to be like, you need to, like, lose some weight there, darling. No, he's not like that. He doesn't nag because he knows that it's a lucky catch. He pulled a marlin. So let's continue.
His own power for a smidgen of approval. But what impact does this have on the woman? Here's a glimpse into her thoughts. Gosh, he's really pulling out all the stops to get my attention.
That is usually followed by an emotionless expression on her face as well.
Yet, he's unexciting. When will this night be over?
Because he is unexciting. You're a rizzless dude. When is the night going to be over? Whenever you want to say, hey, I'm not feeling it. And yeah, you're hopefully in a public place. Hopefully you didn't bring the guy over. If you did, I mean, it's a crapshoot of what he's going to do. But, you know, if he's unexciting, leave. Women, leave. That's all you can do. Sneak out the back door if you have to. Ask a security guard to open up the back door without the alarm going off. Do something. But if he's just a fucking bore, you're a bore. Get away. Find another bore.
Instant a woman senses you're craving her approval, she could lose interest almost immediately.
Yeah,
Bear
that
in
can happen
mind
too.
that attraction isn't a switch she can consciously flip. The desperate need for approval is a major attraction deterrent. As long as you're seeking her approval, she's unlikely to exhibit genuine interest in you.
It depends.
Men who effortlessly attract women do not tie themselves to the outcome.
Be detached from the
Picture
outcome.
this. You approach a woman and get rejected. Or even graver, you get rejected in front of your buddies. How would that make you feel? For many, there's nothing more devastating than facing rejection.
Yes.
However, those who excel at attracting women grasp that rejection is insignificant. It's merely a component of the dating landscape.
This is the first time I've actually agreed with this douchebag.
And they aren't perturbed by the woman's reaction. Their primary concern is to enjoy the experience and nothing more. Consider these two
Thank you.
scenarios. Hello, how are you? Girl, go away, jerk. Guy, oh, I'm sorry, and leaves. Guy, hello, how are you? Girl, go away, jerk. Guy, ouch, seems like a rough day for you. My mom warned me about angry birds. I'm scared. Goodbye.
Who says that? Nobody fucking says that. Usually they'll be called a bitch or something, then their friends will hit them in the face if it's at a bar or something like that. Situation 1, nothing happens. Situation 2, a lot of guys pull, a lot of shit happens. Which one do you pick? I'm picking situation 1, where it's like, go away. All right, later.
Now, who do you think had a better time? No competition there.
Situation
when you're
1.
indifferent to the outcome, you don't fret about the girl's response.
Yeah.
Your focus remains on how to make the most
Tell
out
that
of
to a lot of
every
guys,
interaction. One tendency among men that irks me is the propensity
Idolizing
to lose
girls.
all sense of control at the
That's just like, again, that's somebody who really didn't get a lot of attention when they were kids. Let me see what the next couple are, because this is kind of droning. This is kind of bad. Approach to attraction. High standards. Let's go to this one. Never. Wait, what?
captivated. Imagine you're a man.
Never settle for anything but the best. That's subjective. It's a very subjective statement and a bit of a dangerous one, because standards for some people are vastly different. I'll give you a good example. I was having a conversation with a friend. They were asking me about a YouTube creator, and they asked, would you hit it? And I said, no, because it's not, she may be a beautiful person, but she's not my type. Settling for the best is just what you think is the best. If you're one of those people that sucks at life, I mean, I'm one of them, but like, if you're a person who sucks at life so bad where it's like all you're finding are women who are gold diggers and women who only really wants you for your cash, you're in the wrong business, kid. Get out. Go somewhere else. It's like it's like the Jim Croce song, Another Saturday Night. It's like, if I don't find a girl, I'm gonna have to blow this town. I mean, it's what it is. But I don't know, dude. I don't like these kind of videos because they offer a false sense of what is real. You know? Offers a false sense of what is possible and what is real. And it's not like you shouldn't have to have that advice. It should just be your dad should have told you that at a very young age. And my dad tried. I didn't listen for the longest time. But it was definitely something I had to learn on my own. But you know, I haven't learned on my own. When to end this show. That's right. That's right. I still never know when to end the show. In fact, I think I still have a few Rumble Studios still going. No, I'm kidding. But that's the end of the show, guys. It's been a night. It's 9:26 my time. It's time to relax. It's time to go to bed. Or it's time to smoke weed, wherever you're at. And I appreciate all of you for being here on the Ray Hyclak Show. We do this every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for watching today. Really appreciate it. We might go through more of those videos. I got through half of that one. We might continue it next week, or I might do it tomorrow. Just depends on how high I get. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate every single time you click that like button or the subscribe button. Make sure notifications are on. Support the Abraham Drinkin' Show and the Abraham Drinkin' Network. Mornings with Tree, the Mental Ward, all of those fun ones. I've been Ray Hyclak. And as I've always said, people, no matter where you're at financially, wherever you're at socially, no matter where you're at in life, you can always remember that everybody gets bugs. Thank you guys and have a great night.